Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Career Coach. As you might know, this is the part 2 of our consulting interview prep series where we cover everything that you need to know with examples about consulting casing and tips and tricks. In the last video, I told you about a typical consulting case structure where we cover what are the different type of questions asked, what are the skills they are testing, and the typical timing of each questions with example. In this video, we are going to talk about an important part of consulting case prep, that is, how you drive the case, as in consulting casing style. This is super important, as we're going to talk about in a minute, because this itself tests an important skill of your interviewing and of your ability to perform in an actual job. And as I promised, after this video, we're going to start taking real case examples, and I will walk you through my approach of doing that case solution so that you get to know the best tips and tricks of cracking MBB offers that I did during my interview prep. And as always, if you find this content useful, please don't forget to subscribe my channel. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So there are essentially two types of cases that exist. One interviewer led, other is interviewee driven. McKinsey usually has the approach of interviewee led casing, whereas most of other companies try to make the case interviewee driven style. So what does that even mean? In the interviewer led case, the basic thing is the interviewer will share the case prompt or the situation of the client with you. Along with that, they would also give you the question right away that they want you to solve, so that you can understand and ask any clarifying questions and start getting into solutioning. Whereas in the interviewee driven case, you will get the prompt, but after that, expectation is you will share the next steps. Why that is done? Because the important skills some of the companies want to test with you is that, hey, how is this person's ability to navigate through the ambiguous situations when nobody tells them what is the next thing they need to do. Okay. And the way they want to test it is they are giving you a certain situation, you are the one coming up with the next steps or the analysis you think is important for you to do to solve that client situation. Now, don't get me wrong, this doesn't has to have to be right. There's no expectation for you to come up with the right next step. It's just the skill and of basically taking everyone through the ambiguous situations and helping them through tactical next steps so that everyone can at least get started on the right note. That's all the spirit of the interview driven case is. Now let's start working through an example. Let's say the situation or case prompt is that there is a company A which makes shoes and they want to acquire a company B which makes clothes, right? And in the interviewer led case, the interviewer will give you the prompt, but as well as they would already ask you the question. For example, what areas would you evaluate to understand if the company B is the right target to acquire for company A? Right? So they have already shared the question with you. Whereas in the interviewee driven case, along with they will just share this case prompt with you that company A wants to acquire a company B, and this is what company A and company B do. You would be the one driving the case, and you would be saying something like, hey, thank you for sharing the context with me. Before we go further, I want to, as a first step, understand if company B is even the right target to acquire. For that, I would like to look into areas such as company A's products, company B's products, and things like that. So you see the difference. The question might be the same. You are trying to solve the same thing. The only difference is who initiates what needs to be solved. Right. And as I mentioned, this is important to test because it shows that, oh, this is the person who is already thinking through the next steps. So I hope the difference between interviewer led or interviewee driven case is clear. And as you might have understood already, it's a very nuanced difference, right? And I would honestly say, for the best casing practice, no matter what casing style it is, you should be still the one you should still be the one who is suggesting the next steps. Now, but take interviewers bait, right? You, let's say, said, hey, I want to first understand whether this is the even right target acquired. The interviewer can say, hey, yeah, that sounds like a good next step, but I want you to instead look into what is the right price for us to pay and directly get into mathematics. And that's totally fine. You are supposed to take the direction of the interviewer rather than stressing on, no, no, this is what I want to do. And that's it for today's video. If you like this kind of content, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on my channel. Thank